Over 2 years into the pandemic, Cebu City is looking into a proposal to ease face mask restrictions. The issue was tackled during a multi-sectoral meeting led by Mayor Michael Rama on Tuesday. But the Cebu City Public Information Office says local officials and concerned stakeholders are still ironing out the proposal so that it can be implemented with, quote, enough safeguards to prevent a COVID surge. The move comes as the province holds its first in-person celebration of its founding anniversary in 2 years. The event is called Pasigarbo sa Sugbo, or Pride of Cebu, and included 50 dancing contingents from all towns and cities of Cebu province. Earlier this year, the Cebu provincial government issued an order removing the face mask mandate in well-ventilated and open spaces. The controversial policy was criticized by National Task Force officials, but was still adopted as an ordinance in June. We now talk to Cebu City Mayor Michael Rama. He joins us on the phone now. Good morning, Mayor. Thanks for taking our call.
Morning, May. Good morning sa mga viewers.
Mayor Rama, can you tell us more about this proposal to ease the face mask restrictions in Cebu City? And we understand you're still ironing out the details, but how likely and how soon will this be implemented? Is Cebu City ready for this?
We are getting into this documentation and hoping by this morning we will have our press con and bring perhaps the signing of a new executive order. I cannot just be bringing in details for the finalization has been being looked into by my staff.
Right, but during the multi-sectoral meeting, what were the sentiments raised by other local officials and concerned stakeholders, if any, and are they inclined to support the easing of the face mask policy?
I am of the view, because we always look into the convergence orientation, and they are being heard, and knowing pretty well what's going up or anywhere. Especially even I came from Canada, I was looking at situation over there that we should also be globally attuned, and especially Cebu City. While I was the mayor now, before this year, February 24, I was already declaring freedom with shared responsibility at saka amping. Now with looking forward, and everything as far as COVID data we have, and we are very much on a level of comfort. We've gone already almost 1 million having been inoculated, and we will not stop. We will continue the vaccination because vaccination is the way to liberation. But as far as matter on face mask, we must have to look at it already from the point of view of practicability and balancing economy at the same time health care concern.
Yes, Mayor, but earlier this year, we can recall that the Cebu provincial government issued that controversial order removing the face mask mandate in well-ventilated and open spaces, and that was highly criticized. If ever, will this be the same for Cebu City? What will be the guidelines? Outdoor lang po ba pwede magtanggal ng face mask?
It's been, I will not be telling now until I will sign it, but I can be more of assuring that we are not getting into anything in haste, aware and mindful about hospital, aware and mindful also of individual rights. And most of all, we are now gearing toward much as possible of in economy, at the same time very much conscious pa rin on the requirements as much as possible so that we will not be an additional problem as far as health issues are concerned.
Yes.
We can be too assuring, because we always get to all the sectors, bottoms up to it. Saka household basis to household.
Yes, but how will you handle resistance to the lifting of this mandatory face mask policy? Especially may concern po, how will this be monitored?
It will definitely be, we've been having already a pretty good connectivity with our barangays. We are connected also with our church and the multi-sectoral. We have been always, shall we say, having communication with them, and we are very much open. As a city government going towards Singapore like Cebu City, the need for being participatory, consultative, at saka inclusive, yun talagang palaging ginagamit natin. At saka we're looking forward for a Sinulog 2023, and it's going to be at the South Road property. And I congratulate, as I had congratulated the governor, for a very successful Pasigarbo. 3 days yan. Mamayang gabi, there will be an awarding at Capitol. I will find time to be there. We need the whole island of Cebu to be one in our approaches in bringing back economy and at the same time conscious pa rin. At saka shifting na kami, magsishift kami, Mai, because there are other issues that we have to talk about health concern. The admissions are increasing on non-COVID, increasing in non-COVID. Kaya we might as well go into another focus.
Well, finally,
but not to forget about COVID.
Finally, Mayor, before we let you go, tell us a bit about the COVID situation in Cebu City. How many active cases do you have? And you mentioned the rate of the vaccination. You have already 1 million inoculated, you earlier said. Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty well. I was looking at, I cannot just look into my cell phone because I'm now having my cell phone, something went wrong to my laptop. Now, talking about the COVID situation we have, we're very much, very, very, very low. As we have compared long time ago, especially with Secretary Simato and the rest of the so-called overseer, then succeeding, we've been able to have this addressed with our serious vaccination approaches. And right now, we are managing it very much low, I think less than 10% positivity rate. And then asymptomatic is the one that is quite high. And we're looking at on the issue of private as public occupancy, very much tolerable, very much low compared before when you were interviewing me, when people are into problem getting into admission. This time, the admission is not more on COVID, of which the admission is more of non-COVID medical concern po. Long overdue na, kaya nag-a-admit na yung mga tao, long overdue na sila, kailangan mag-medical attention po on other matters of health issues.
Thank you so much for your time this morning, and safe celebrations po sa Cebu City.